problem of some parts of our society, a big part of our society, is this idea that leadership can somehow be acquired like you acquire a cold. That first of all, you wake up in the morning and you have this urge, this itch in your throat to become a leader. And by noon, that you are going to be a leader. Others think that it is inherited. Yes, you can inherit some of the traits of leadership, but leadership is a serious thing which requires a deliberate nurturing, a deliberate effort for teaching. People are not born leaders. They may be born with some of the things that can make them leaders, some of the characteristics that can make them leaders, but they are not born leaders. And therefore, every society requires a system that enables it to train deliberately, to nurture and produce leaders. I am surprised that people forget so quickly that even within some of our tribal societies, you have rites of passage. You know rites of passage? Where, for example, like in the Bagisu, the pharaohs who are going to have embargo, they first are taken for a retreat. They are taught how to be men. Ladies in Uganda and in other places, when they are getting married, they are taught by the Senga what to do during marriage. Gentlemen in other tribes, all other places, our African society prepares people for various forms of leadership. Nobody suggests that this is indoctrination. Nobody suggests that this is partisan to do this for people, because you are preparing society. So in the same way, I mean, if you're preparing for national leadership, why wouldn't you want to be prepared as a national leader? Why would you? First of all, unfortunately for us, the formal education that we receive at some of these formal education schools was not geared towards our independence of mind. People did not teach us political science or administration in some of these schools in order to make us independent Ugandans. They taught us in order to make us clerks for themselves, for their administrations. Secondly, even after that, the conditions that exist within some of our societies have forced some people to forget themselves. That's why you have certain vices which are prevalent in our society. Thirdly, the nature of the problems that we are facing require that we really have a bit more knowledge than gambling. We cannot afford to gamble. Now, I, of course, being a soldier, cannot have, I support and I follow the Constitution as it is written. However, one of the things that disturbs me is that you have academic qualification for people to become leaders. You may have some moral qualifications for people to become leaders, but you do not have places where you actually can teach these people to become leaders. You are a journalist. You have, why is it that you need to go to university to learn how to be a journalist, and you don't need to go to university to learn how to come and lead society? Why do we unleash people who are gamblers onto our society? Why do we think that somehow, through some mysterious process, people who understand the problems of our country, who can diagnose solutions to these problems and prescribe the correct solution, the correct medicine? Why do we think that these will somehow emerge? And so, no, Kyankwazi is not for the NRM party. Kyankwazi is for everybody who is interested in becoming a national leader. The problem is that some of the people you talk about, and I suspect, I am too diplomatic to say their names, but I suspect that everybody knows them.